Richard Southern joins us now. And Richard, hi, happy afternoon to you. But let's get straight to business. Krispy Kreme is hoping to deliver fresh donuts to grocery and convenience stores daily, and they're going to make use of robots to make it happen.
Karen, good to see you here on the Business Report, leading with one of my favorite topics here in donuts today. And well, automation is another one of my favorite topics. And here it is now. Krispy Kreme says they want to get more of their donuts into our mouths. And to do that, they're looking to automate the donut making process. We heard from the CEO of Krispy Kreme, and he says in the next 18 months, he's going to start using automation, so robots, to start frosting the Krispy Kreme donuts, to start filling them, and even to add the sprinkles on top for the ones that have them. The goal, he says, is to speed things up as the donut chain looks to expand its operations. The automation, he says, will produce 18% of the donuts on offer and should save the company about $2 million a year. Krispy Kreme stock a little change amid the news at $11.05 today. Karen, we're seeing this in the restaurant business more and more now. There are French fry making machines, burger flipping machines, and here we are now. They're even going to start making our donuts.
And now with the first stage of Canada's plastics ban coming into place today, one iconic Canadian brand is unveiling its response to the new rules.
Tim Hortons, of course, no longer Canadian owned. They're owned by 3G Capital out of Brazil, but I still like to call them the ubiquitous coffee and donut chain in here in Canada because they are everywhere. And the iconic lids on the Tim Hortons coffee cups, they're going to change. They're no longer going to be plastic in the new year because of the plastic ban. Instead, the lids are going to be made out of wood. So will the cutlery. You heard correctly, the company to transition to new compostable wooden fiber lids and cutlery in early 2023. They are completely recyclable, these new lids and cutlery, and the chain as well says it's going to unveil some new breakfast and lunch wrappers for their sandwiches that will feature 70% less material than what they are currently serving up. So some big news there as that plastic ban, Karen, kicks in today.
And as the holiday travel season heats up, we're looking at which airlines get the most complaints here in Canada.
I mean, it hasn't been a good year for the airline, has it, Karen? The airlines, they've had a tough go with things.
No, definitely not.
Case in point, Artina Yazdani, who's at Pearson Airport. We're going to hear more from her later about all the troubles going on right now at the airport. But we heard today from the Canadian Transportation Agency about which airline's getting the most complaints. It's not Air Canada. It's FLAIR Airlines, the ultra-low-cost carrier based out of Edmonton. It got almost 14 complaints for every 100 flights it flew this year. Number 2 in the complaints department was SWOOP, the discount arm of WestJet. That was followed by Sunwing, WestJet proper, Air Canada, and Air Transat rounded out the list with the fewest overall complaints. Still, the Transportation Authority, Karen, said they had a deluge of complaints this year, receiving more than 12,100 formal notices of complaint from Canadians.